How's it going? This is Rich with Product Gym. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to land high-paying product manager offers in 2024. So if you want to go ahead and land a really high-paying product manager offer, let's go ahead and actually put all of our expectations in the right place. First things first, whether you're trying to break into product management or whether you have already been in product management, that really doesn't matter in 2024 because of AI and because we're in a tech recession. That means a lot of the things that you have already done to be successful as a product manager prior to the tech layoffs, which started around April 2022, those are now, it's not really relevant experience anymore because the market has so dramatically shifted in a different direction. So if you are trying to break into product management or if you're already in product management, that doesn't matter. Having that context as an understanding, well, how do I go out there and get a bigger paying job? Because I need more money. In this day and age, I notice that people, they're not necessarily trying to go out there and grab every dollar because of vanity reasons, but cost of living has increased. And a lot of times people are also in a situation where, let's just say their significant other isn't working, so they kind of have to make up the difference. I'm going to give you the roadmap right now. If you're looking to score a 150K job, it's one offer. If you want to get a 175K job, 2 offers. 200K job, 3 to 4 offers. You want to go ahead and score a 300K job plus, it's 5 offers. We have the testimonials to go ahead and back this up all down here, and I'm going to go ahead and basically tell you this, that with all the people that we've landed jobs for in the past, like however long this thing has been going down, I can tell you that nobody has gotten a better than 175K offer within the first offer. You have to get at least 2 to 3 offers to get even close to 200K. Why? Is it because of skills? Do I need more certifications? Is it because of my background? None of the above. Confidence. The one thing that I've noticed is that I was a recruiter, for those of you who don't know, for 3 years in California before I moved over to New York to start Product Gym. The one thing that's going to translate into a very big juicy number for you to put into your pocket that you can deposit as actual US dollars and spend it is going to be your confidence. Whether you have product management experience or not, this market right now is so brutal that it'll really make you question whether or not you could do a job that you've already been doing. And for everybody else that's trying to transition into the market, you're always going to have a little bit of that imposter syndrome. But either way, what do experienced product managers and aspiring product managers that are trying to break into the field, what do these two groups of people have in common? One thing: lack and desperation and need. It's really hard for you to go and be confident when you're just not feeling confident, especially with the rejection rate being as high as it is. It's pretty bad. It's really hard for you to go in there and be like, yeah, I'm so excited to go out there and talk to you today. When a lot of the times you're just not. And they're asking questions like, why do you want to work here? Because I need a job. That's the legitimate answer, right? I need a fucking job. I don't have one right now. Or the one that I do have, I'm at the ceiling because this is how much they're only going to pay business analysts. This is how much they're just going to pay customer success managers. So I just need a better paying job. That's why I'm here today. Well, how are you doing, right? It's very hard for you to not feel like that. So first things first is, if you want better offers, just know this. It's not your skills, it's not your certifications, it's not your background. The better offers only come from the offers that you stack on top of your first offer. Now, I do have a lot of people where the first offer, they're totally happy with that offer. And by all means, we can go ahead and actually just utilize that, get you out of the program and move you on to something else. If you want to get a better offer, we can go out there and just keep on going for you because ultimately you're working the job, not me. The next thing here is, are you targeting the best industries to go after? Now, the top 10 industries and niches that I've seen 4 product managers that are the most urgent to hire. And urgency has a lot of correlation with pay, because that means they have a need on their end. And usually that means things are doing pretty okay for their company, because a lot of companies are still doing layoffs. If you take a look at my LinkedIn, and I've been posting up product manager jobs galore. Catalent Pharma Solutions is looking for a product manager. Meta is looking for a product operations manager. I'm posting up about like director of product management, search product manager. I'm posting up about 45, 50 jobs like a day, right? Oh yeah, before I forget, because I absolutely will. If you don't have a resume template that matches up one of these jobs, I actually made resume templates for y'all right here. Correspond with this. I made it all for here. School link is in the description. Okay. I'm not an economist, okay? It's not like I think economists are providing really good information. But if you've been following me up on LinkedIn, and all you got to go ahead and do is click on my LinkedIn profile and take a look at all the posts that I've been posting up. Every week, especially Thursdays and Fridays, I've been posting up product manager jobs galore. It's been nonstop digital payments, healthcare, health tech, e-commerce, data privacy, security, cybersecurity, growth, AI, product strategy, anything that has to do with roadmap. Recently funded startups, automotive, and then product leadership roles at companies that are usually looking for their first product leader. And I'll tell you right now, there are other roles, obviously. What about this one? We have everything popped up and scraped in little Airtable. 80% of the roles where hiring managers are going on their LinkedIn and saying, I'm looking for somebody right now, is in one of these 10 categories. That is 80% of the roles where product managers are saying, I'm hiring, my team is growing, we are looking for, can somebody help us, refer us? These are the roles. And coincidentally, with the amount of offers that my people are getting, these are also the roles that are paying the highest offers. And a lot of these are the types of companies that they're ending up at. So with that said, like, in order for you to get interviews with these kind of companies, well, first thing that you want to go ahead and do is you want to have a resume that looks a little bit, it resembles a little bit more about what these roles look like. But the next thing that you want to go ahead and do is actually really perfect your pitch. And this is actually where AI and the skills are actually going to help you convert interviews into offers. Why? Well, here's the thing. Most people, I would say not most, because a lot of people are struggling right now, and I don't want to offend anybody that's watching this. There's a good number of people that are already getting interviews at companies where they don't have an industry background, but somebody comes in at the very final minute that does, and they said, we really like your candidacy, but somebody else had more industry experience than you. How do you close those? AI. Because you want to know why? It's easier for you to already have AI and learn a new industry rather than you having that industry background learning AI, because there's a bigger learning curve there. It doesn't take a lot to learn a new industry, because a lot of product managers have had to do that for, the past 2 decades. So in this end, if you want to go out there and actually convert interviews into offers, you probably want to go ahead and do this. In terms of increasing product manager interviews into how to increase the number of product manager interviews for yourself in 2024, do you want to do a spray and pray approach versus a target approach? Here's the thing. I recommend doing both. And this is actually where a lot of people get it wrong too. So many people come over to me and they basically say hey Rich, I watched a YouTube video where they're saying they're applying to 1,000, 2,000 jobs, and they got a product manager job, or they got some kind of job. And then somebody else is going to come out and say hey, I've been taking a very targeted approach and only applying to jobs that I know my background's a good fit for. You want to know what the clear underlying common denominator is for both groups. They are consistent. And that's why they're getting consistent results. For most people that are applying to jobs right now, they're just feeling so unmotivated, and they're just feeling so defeated because the outcome, the reward just isn't hot. Like getting a product manager job for a lot of people right now, that reward just isn't juicy enough for them to want to go ahead and do the extra work. Because if you want to go ahead and do the spray and pray, that's freaking high volume. And doing the spray and pray is high volume, but you got to go out there and hit it a lot. You got to listen to some music and tune out like you're doing freaking Soul Cycle. But if you do the targeted approach, you also have to put some thought into like crafting custom messages, customizing your resume for these roles that are very specific, right? And you know what the rejection rate on both sides is? About, at least like conversion rate, application to interview, is about 7 to 10%. So whether you want to go very targeted or whether or not you want to go spray and pray, I've seen both processes work. I encourage people to do both. Most people can't bring themselves to do it because the reward just isn't enough to get you out of bed in the morning. If you did 500 push-ups a day, every single day for the next 30 days, you're going to see a very positive and noticeable difference in your body. But the reward of looking really good for summer just isn't hot enough for you to go out there and get out of bed and just eat chicken breast and broccoli and brown rice. It's the truth. But if I said, I'm going to give you $1 million, if you did 500 push-ups a day, you probably, and you could break it up, you can do it in 50 set intervals throughout the entire day, you'd probably want to get on it, right? Which is why I'm telling people, if you're finally ready to go ahead and put this job to bed, go ahead and join our program. And you're thinking to yourself, this kid here is wild, and again, he's always pitching. Listen, the only way you're going to get this job is if you're with another group of people that's as crazy and committed about getting this job. Because you're not going to do it by yourself. All the information to get this job, regardless of how bad the market is, go turn on the AC, it's getting hot in here. Regardless of how bad the job market is, you're still seeing people take jobs and still people talking about where they're taking the jobs, how much they're taking the job at, and exactly what they're doing. You can't bring yourself to do it because you can't. If you could have, you would have already. So do it with another group of people and you're going to get this thing done so much faster. And then you can go ahead and move on to the next part of it. We're increasing our fees on August 28, 2024 to scale back on demand. And I'm going to go ahead, as part of the bonus offer for our offer, I'm going to leverage my brand to go out there and promote your brand. Why? Because if you thought this round was bad, the next round's going to be even worse. Every product manager keeps working until they basically get laid off. That's been the name of the game for a decade. It's just like they just keep their job until they get laid off or somebody reaches out to them on LinkedIn. Something like this is most likely going to happen again within your lifetime in the next 36 months. And if you have a brand, coaching opportunities come your way, consulting opportunities come your way, brand ambassador deals come your way. You are able to avoid and defend yourself from workplace bullying, which is happening a lot because with the added pressure to perform right now, a lot of managers are actually creating very toxic work environments, and the most lucrative job opportunities come your way. The future product manager resume is going to be your YouTube channel or YouTube channels. And even the people that get laid off, a lot of times they won't, but even the people that get laid off, you see all those product management influencers. Like currently right now, I'm hosting, in addition to Product Gym, I have another YouTube channel here. You'll see me on another YouTube channel here for cybersecurity. And then you see me on another YouTube channel here showing people how to start a side hustle. And it is fantastic. And I'll go ahead and tell you this. I'll go ahead and tell you this right now. Having a brand is absolutely great. You want to know why? Because more opportunities come your way when you have a brand. And the future resume for product managers is going to be their brand. And it's not anything that I started. It was already happening even before I got into this industry. It's just a lot more in your face right now. When you have a brand, better opportunities come your way. But the most important thing is you can only grind so long for trading your time for money. You need other evergreen and recurring income streams to go ahead and give you cash, whether you decide to work as hard or not, right? So even the product managers that get laid off, or even anybody in tech that get laid off, they make so much money off of the video that they got laid off from that you want to know what's the one thing they don't talk about after they get laid off? How bad the job hunt is. Because every influencer in product management and tech that's gotten laid off, they're busy creating content about being at the Paris Olympics, taking a cooking class, spending more time on themselves, going on jogs and doing yoga. The last thing they care about is getting a job. So join Product Gym by August 28th. Let's get you out of this job hunt. Let's make this the last time you ever have to grind like this to get a job ever again in your life. Let's make this the last time you're getting a product manager job.